to Souq Waqif in Doha in Qatar. This, of course, is where the World Cup for the last month has been played out. And here in this souk, this is like a kind of a main market area. It's full of cafes and restaurants and shops and other things. And this is where all the fans, for every game, they've been hanging out here before the game, then go to the stadium, and then come back here and sing songs, have a bit of banter with the opposition, and just generally hang out and enjoy the atmosphere that is here. This is the end of the journey for Qatar. Of course, Qatar 2022 comes to an end today. Of course, just over 12 years ago, they were awarded this World Cup, and now here they are 1 month later, about to come to the end of this particular journey. Now, this final, it's between Argentina and France. It's a mouth-watering prospect. It's going to be a real potential classic. These two sides, these two heavyweights, we've got both sides have won the World Cup twice, and of course we're going to see, you can probably hear behind me, lots of people shouting for Messi, Lionel Messi of Argentina. in Souq Waqif. You can see that there's still a lot of people here. Kickoff is now, just over half an hour away now or so, but a lot of people still here. Of course, we've got to remember only 88,000 people are allowed into that stadium, and if you think about all the people that have travelled around the world, as well as all the sponsors and everything else, then for most people it's all about trying to enjoy the moment here in Doha, in Qatar, maybe finding a TV. There's a couple of fan parks where you can watch the game. There's a couple of outdoor TVs not too far from here as well. Other than that, people are just also still here milling around. Let's show you a bit of the atmosphere as it is right now. The one element to really let you know about as well is that today is also Qatar National Day. It's a public holiday. This would normally be a work day, but you can still see there are thousands of people wandering these streets. This kind of thumb here, this golden thumb, this is a key kind of landmark for this souk, and everyone, before every single game at this World Cup, people come here to enjoy all that this souk has to offer. There we go. Hello. Somebody showing the Qatar national flag there. So people are really they come here, they really come to enjoy the atmosphere that is provided here at this souk. Now, I can tell you that just a short while ago, maybe about an hour or so ago, there are a lot of Argentina fans, a lot of France fans, all coming here just to really enjoy this moment, this World Cup final. This is, of course, for Qatar, the end of a 12-year journey, of course, where they won the right to host this World Cup. And they've obviously been under the spotlight a lot since then. But, of course, as far as they're concerned here, it is right or wrong, and we've obviously had all the corruption scandal and everything else, but they have put on a World Cup that has gone very, very reasonably well. It's gone very smoothly, and certainly we can talk about the action on the pitch as well. We've seen goals galore, shocks galore, and really it's been, as far as the elements on the pitch, it's been a fabulous World Cup. We can turn around, we can show you all that's going on here, that is happening. It is, cramming there, part of the atmosphere. Come to an end. It's a long journey for people just really wanting to enjoy this moment, this the spotlight on Qatar one final time. And as I say, the Lusail Stadium where the World Cup is taking place, well, it's about a 20-minute drive from here or so. Yeah, that is obviously where all the fans are now. They're watching the closing ceremony. Teams are on the pitch shortly after, and then we'll have the kick-off, of course, for this World Cup. Now, we'll take a walk this way just to show you a bit of a sense of what else is going on, and we can also talk a little about the World Cup itself. Of course, it sees Argentina up against France. We had 32 nations at this World Cup, and after 63 games, we are now down to the final two. So who is going to come out on top between France and Argentina? Well, let's us think through that as we just kind of pan around and show you a few other elements. We have, of course, so much focus is on Lionel Messi and what he brings to this tournament. Of course, for Argentina, he's a 7-time Ballon d'Or winner, and of course he has yet to win a World Cup. He's 35 years old. He is going to be hanging up his boots after this, for international boots at least, after this tournament comes to an end. So can he finish his career on what would be a fairy tale ending to an astonishing career? He's won everything there is to win except a World Cup, and we know that, having spoken to a lot of the Argentina fans earlier, just what that would mean to them and what it would mean to him to finish his career, his international career, on a high. So obviously, as we take you into the main square of the souk, we can talk about France as well. France, they of course were winners of the World Cup 4 years ago in Russia, and once again they are hoping to become the first World Cup team since 1962 to win once again back-to-back World Cups. Brazil and Pelé, the last team to achieve such a feat. Now, at one point this weekend, I spoke to Yuri Djorkaeff. Now, he is the 1998 France World Cup winner. He played alongside the current coach, in fact, in winning that World Cup, Didier Deschamps. And he says it's just so difficult for teams to win back-to-back. And the key reason for that is, the key example he gave was, in 2002, France as holders go to Japan and South Korea, and they end up not winning a game. They got 1 point, didn't score a goal, and they, of course, were one of the favourites. So it is just, as much as you look at that France squad and you think, well, it's packed with talent, you only look at the likes of what happened to Germany and going out of the group stage, and you realise just how difficult it can be sometimes if things don't quite click, as was the case in France in 2002. It has clicked here for France in 2022, and they now really do have this great chance of winning this back-to-back title. And really, you've got to give it to Didier Deschamps, who, as I say, 1998 winner as a player. That was France's first ever World Cup victory as a player. And then in 2018, he wins it as a coach for France. And here he is now on the verge of winning France's third World Cup, and it all has a common theme, and that's Didier Deschamps, which is just an incredible incredible experience for him as well. We'll continue walking down here, but just to remind you, the World Cup is, about 20 minutes or so away. You can see lots of people still out here enjoying the atmosphere and all that it has to offer. Of course, this is today is about as much about Qatar as it is about the World Cup final and the teams, as we started talking about at the beginning of this broadcast. And it's really just to kind of underline just what has been achieved here in Qatar in terms of putting on a tournament of this magnitude, of course, in pretty much a city kind of sized area, as opposed to everything else. Of course, in 4 years, this World Cup will go to a joint bid. It actually grows to 48 teams. So it's going to be 48 teams, and it's going to be held in Canada, the USA, and Mexico. So really, this is going to be a very unusual kind of World Cup, that it's been so kind of condensedly compacted. There's going to be a lot of travel, of course, for that World Cup that comes up in 3-4 years' time from now. But for now, as you can see here, people are now starting to scramble to find a TV, to find a bar, find a restaurant with a screen, so that they can go and enjoy this game, be part of this World Cup, and to really see who is going to come out on top. What set of fans are going to be celebrating come the final whistle? Will it be Argentina and Lionel Messi, or will it be Kylian Mbappe and France? Of course, Kylian Mbappe and Lionel Messi, they're teammates at Paris Saint-Germain. They're both on 5 goals, both going for the Golden Boot, the top goal scorer. And of course, when you speak to all those Argentinian fans, all they care about is seeing Lionel Messi winning that first ever World Cup. Will he be celebrating tonight, or will it be France once again doing the repeats? It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a nail-biting game. It has a potential classic, this match. Let's see who comes out on top, as we leave you with some street scenes of the rest of Doha here in Qatar. I'll leave you now here from Souq Waqif. Thanks very much for watching.